And we are recording, as far as I can tell. That's a nice angle. It's the old joke, the old Rodney Dangerfield joke. What's the worst part about oral sex? The view. All right. My wife told me I should eat without her tonight. How appropriate that I tell a disgusting joke, and I get a text at the same time saying, "You gonna be alone tonight?" Anyway, welcome everybody. Bob's not talking to me. He's still real mad about dying in the Canadian Rockies right before we got rescued. Sorry, dude. Them's the breaks. You were gonna murder me. So, hi everybody. How's it going? Today, I want to talk about a topic. It's not a review. Well, I guess first, my last couple of videos being outside, I didn't get to do any show and tell because I wasn't surrounded by my stuff. So I couldn't look at something and show it to you. I would have just shown you grass, and that's not fun. So I wanted to show you, well, first of all, excuse me, Bob. Who remembers dinosaurs? Remember Not the Mama? Got him sitting here, so I mean that's worth pointing out. But I wanted to talk to you about some DVDs that I was just thinking about. Specifically, not so much this one, but these right here. You've got Machine Girl, Tokyo Gore Police, and Gothic and Lolita Psycho. These DVDs, like these actual, not the movies, not the titles, but these physical DVDs, have something in common. And that is that I bought them at a bootleg Asian DVD kiosk in the mall in like the mid 2000s. And I was just thinking about it. That place ruled. Some of these movies, Machine Girl, I got way before you could get it easily in America. And same with all these movies. The guy, he charged $5 a disc. All of his, he never would do like bad transfers. He was, he cared about the quality. And, he was getting things from overseas. It was really cool. It was just such a neat thing. And I would go to him, and he wasn't so much into horror. He was really into martial arts. But I would ask him, I basically would tell him like, oh, I liked this one. I didn't like this one. I liked this one. I didn't like this one. And he would go, oh, like this, you'll like this one. Oh, you'll like this one. Oh, like stay away from that one. And he never steered me wrong. Like these were all movies that were so much fun and got me into like this whole subgenre of movies and got me easy access to it at a time when you just couldn't get that stuff easily or cheaply for $5 a title. That's like, that was awesome. And there was another, he really got me into, I wish I would have thought of looking it up, the actress's name, but there was a movie called Chocolate, a martial arts movie called Chocolate, where a girl was sort of a savant, and she could watch people fight, and she could, just from watching them for a minute, she could mimic their fighting style. And the movie had this plot of like her mother was dying, and it turned out her mother and father used to be in the mob, essentially, and they quit the life. And there were all these people that owed them money, but they wanted to quit the life. They wanted to start a family. So they basically just walked away, and all these people, didn't have to pay back all these debts that they owed these mobsters. But when their mom was sick, and this girl and her cousin discover her mom and dad's past as mobsters, and they find like their ledger of all this money that they were owed. They go, well, let's collect the money, and then we can, pay for your mother's surgeries and treatments and all this stuff, and like your mom can get better. And of course, all these people that owe money to the mob are not savory characters. So they all go and they're all going to beat them up. But then this girl can like watch someone fight and just immediately counter their fighting style. And such a good movie. So cool. And one of those, it's there's a thing about especially Asian filmmaking. They like a lot of melodrama, which sometimes I'm super down for, and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I, you know it. I love a Footloose ending. I love Heart. I love Joy. But I'm not always down for a sappy love story in the middle of my martial arts movie. This was a good balance. There was a lot of heart. The actress is such a gifted martial arts and stunt performer, but also like a really like raw, heartfelt actress. Really good, really. And she had some, what was it? Raging Phoenix was another movie starring that same actress. Everything I've seen her in, This Girl is Kick-Ass, I think was the name of one of the movies she was in. That one wasn't as good. That was like a step down, but still really good. Really good fight scenes. But worth checking out. Especially Chocolate and Raging Phoenix. I want to say it was Raging Phoenix. She does like the drunken martial arts style in that movie. Really good fight scenes in that movie too. In any case, so all these movies are those bootlegs, those original bootlegs I bought from that guy from the mall kiosk all those years ago. And then this one is a Best Buy used copy that I bought from Best Buy when it was operating. Yo-Yo Girl Cop. This one is more family friendly versus these other ones. It's a little more almost like of a superhero movie, but still a lot of fun. Very stupid. This one is not as good as the others, but it's still a lot of fun. Be careful, because there are other Yo-Yo Girl Cop movies out there that I have purchased, and some of them have turned out to be like borderline pornography. But this one is really awesome. So just FYI, but be careful. I mean, you kind of, the threat of something being borderline pornography is kind of something you have to deal with whenever you're into like genre, like Asian genre films, because you just never know. You never know with that. With overseas, you never know. Different. It's a different culture. It's a different culture, Bob. So we have not even started talking about what I'm here to talk about today, and that is a little something called Summerween. Maybe you've heard the buzzword. It's trendy right now. Especially if you're mom from the Midwest that likes to shop at Michael's or Joann Fabric, or that it's gone. Joann's gone, right? I think they're all gone. In any case, Summerween, on paper, I love. It is basically like, don't you love spooky Halloween stuff? Well, why just have it in October? Why just have it in the fall? Why can't we be spooky all the time? Why can't our summers be spooky? And I don't disagree with that. Slap a Hawaiian shirt and some sunglasses on a skeleton. That's basically what it adds up to. Where I'm torn is that hallmarkification, the commercialism that comes with the holidays. It's hard to ignore. It's hard to not get a little, a little nasty, spoily taste in your mouth when you realize something is, purely for commercial gain. That said, when I see Summerween decor, I'm not going to DIY any of this stuff. Like, I want a store to sell it so I can buy it. But it is that, like, okay, we gotta give it a name. We gotta, like, make it a trend. We gotta do these things. I would be happy if places just sold spooky skeletons all the time. And I can buy a spooky skeleton, and I can put sunglasses on him, and I can put a Hawaiian shirt on him. I can put flip-flops on him. And then come fall, I can put, I don't know, what would you wear? Like Michael Myers costume? I don't know, but I could do anything. Point is, just give me a spooky skeleton, and we can roll with it. Leprechaun outfit around St. Patty's Day, right? Cupid, a diaper, a little curly Cupid doll wig around Valentine's. That's cute, okay? We're not going to do Cupidween or Halloween. Oh my God, they're going to do Halloween, aren't they? 4th of July-ween. Gotta be careful with that one, because I almost said Jew-ween. That's a whole other thing. So what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about Summerween. I have an article from Good Morning America that I wanted to read to kind of walk us all through what the heck is going on with Summerween. Okay, here we go. Calling all ghouls. Right away they start with the acting like they're the crypt keeper over here. You're Good Morning America, all right? Calling all ghouls. Summerween is back for 2025, and the trend is even more popular than last year. I didn't even hear about it last year. So, yeah, it's more popular. At least, minimum, one more person has heard about it. The fun Halloween meets summer trend. The fun Halloween meets summer trend is one we told you about in 2024, and interest continues to tick upwards as we head into the 2025 summer season. By the way, if I remember, because I'm a dum-dum, and I don't always remember to put things in the description, but I will put the link to this article in the description. If I don't, it's on goodmorningamerica.com, and it's called Summerween is Back. The hot weather Halloween trend is bigger than ever in 2025. Let's see what we got here. Clicking, some prices are dynamic. Okay. By the way, websites are not formatted to be printed out onto paper anymore. So this is, and I'm looking at I'm staring into an actual nightmare. What's in store for Summerween 2025? After seeing Halloween fanatics embrace the trend last year, stores jumped on Summerween drops early this year. After the viral success of last year's Hippie Hallow line, for example, Michaels released its first 2 Halloween lines earlier this month on Friday, June 13th. Friday the 13th. With an accompanying press release that detailed the company's plans for 3 additional lines coming later this summer. Michaels, you are all about it. So I guess Michaels, it wouldn't be Jason, it would be Michael. Michael Myers would be, like, that should be the official mascot of Michaels. That would be awesome. Michael's Trick or Treat line, out now, encapsulates Halloween's traditional look with orange, black, green, and purple pieces to play on all the imagery you know and love. I got a question. Is purple, do you associate purple with Halloween? Because I don't. I think black, white, orange. I think that's it. I think black, white, orange. To me, that's Halloween. But I see a lot of purple out there. Know and love with a special twist. The Sweet and Spooky collection, meanwhile, takes inspiration from 90s punk themes. Think early Hot Topic vibes, offering coffins, cats, and more in a bold yet girly pink and black color scheme. I'm listening. July 25th, we'll see a launch of Dead Regency, an assortment of darkly enchanting pieces featuring nods to Edgar Allan Poe, Victor Frankenstein, and ornate crystal-draped candelabras that would work equally well for Halloween or a year-round eerie atmosphere. See, that's more what I'm drawn to. I'm a little mad there's not like a summer fun. Like you're talking about like girly pink, hot topic stuff. You're talking about traditional Halloween. You're talking gothic Halloween. Nowhere in here have I heard skeleton wearing a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses, which is what I immediately imagined when you say Summerween. So I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. The final launch from Michaels, Alice's Adventure, is a totally unique one and arrives in the final days of Summerween. So it's just Alice in Wonderland. That's not Summerween. What is this? Good Morning America was in attendance at the recent Michaels Halloween preview in New York City, where we saw all the lines in their full glory and those ready to dive into the creepy, kooky, and cutesy will be thrilled with the offerings. This is starting to sound a little bit like an ad. Commercialism. See? Now I'm a part of the problem. TJ Maxx stores are also going all in on Summerween with early releases of kitschy, zany objects like lay-wearing skeleton pillows. I don't like that it's a pillow, but at least you got a skeleton wearing some summer gear. Swimming skeleton printed sheets hitting Marshalls and TJ Maxx. Sister store Home Goods winds down stocking its summer wares in anticipation of the Halloween hullabaloo. Blah, blah, blah. Home Goods connected Good Morning America with two of its featured finders, lifestyle influencers. I should be a lifestyle influencer. I mean, basically my advice would be, buy skeletons and VHS tapes and live in it. Maybe I shouldn't be an influencer. Emily Welsh and Steffi DeGreff, who each offered their own perspectives on Summerween. Welch said she takes a fun, sunny approach to Summerween by hosting back... I should do voices, right? So this is Emily. Sunny approach to Summerween by hosting backyard movie nights with a fun food like mummy hot dogs, jack-o'-lantern burgers, and cheese with pizza. It turns out I can't do a Christopher Walken. Let me try it again. Hosting backyard movie nights with fun food like mummy hot dogs, jack-o'-lantern burgers, and pizza with cheese in the shape of ghosts. Cheese in the shape of ghosts. This, by the way, this sounds written by an AI. Mummy hot dogs. What is that? Jack-o'-lantern burgers and pizza with cheese the shape of ghosts. That sounds like AI trying to make Halloween food. I love sneaking in colorful glass pumpkins, bright skulls, and playful ghost blankets into everyday decor there's a thing about Christopher Walken. This is the Christopher Walken everybody does, right? It's, hey, Christopher. Oh. But I love when people can do... There's a Christopher Walken thing, and it's the, I'm about to... he gets quiet. It's like he gets down here. It's like, it's always the, you're about to realize you're dead, is that tone of voice. He's done it a few, Chris Pine does a really good version of it. I've seen him do the impression where he's like, I'm going to try it and I'm going to fail. But that's what just being real is. It's like, every once in a while, the lion has to tell the jackal, she has to show the jackals who he is. I can't do it. I can't do it at all. But it's the best. If you look up Christopher Walken lion speech on YouTube, that's a really good one. That one's a little more normal. But if you look up Suicide Kings, which is a great movie, he's got some really good, like, that family did something vicious to mine a long time ago. I can't do it. I'm not doing it well. Look it up. Look up Christopher Walken Suicide Kings speech and Christopher Walken lion speech. Look those up. They're really great. If I'm hosting a Summerween, now it's just sort of coming out like that. If I'm hosting a Summerween party, I go all in with classic black and orange. If you're doing a Summerween party, why are you going in on classic? The whole point is Summerween. Summer it up, baby. Get some pastel blue in there. Come on. DeGraff also knows how to cultivate a top-notch Summerween vibe and told us Summerween is her favorite holiday right after Halloween, of course. Should I do like... I got some very wonderful Canadian viewers. Should I do like Bob and Doug McKenzie? I don't even know if I can. How's it going, eh? This is just not going to work. My birthday is. I can't do it. Never mind. I did Christopher Walken for too much, and now I can't get that out of my mouth. I will keep Jada Pinkett Smith's name out of my mouth, though. Obviously. We all learned that lesson. My birthday is July 13th. So every year I kick off the festivities with a trip to Home Goods to pick out some new Halloween decor, DeGraff said. She prefers, not perverts, to keep things classic with her Halloween picks, adding faux florals, ceramic, and glass candles, blah, blah, blah. I've always started decorating for Halloween early so I can enjoy all the hard work that goes into it longer. And I'm happy to see the rest of the world is finally catching on. Okay, little Miss Conceited. The world doesn't revolve around you. Okay. Lowe's is also... This is just an advertisement. I thought this was going to explain more. Here we go. This says, what's behind the surge in Summerween interest? I want to explain a little bit. I don't want to tell you what like a couple ladies like to do for Summerween. I wanted to like tell you about what it is. Social media is a huge factor in the intensifying trend. From lifestyle influencers posting everything from Summerween hauls to party information. This is not anything new. Okay. One company saw a surge in interest earlier this year. One company that saw a surge in interest earlier this year is U.S. Ghost Adventures, a destination for scare seekers that offers overnight stays in some of America's most haunted spots, like the Lizzie Borden house. We've seen a surge in demand for haunted experiences during the summer months, and it's clear people are craving year-round thrills. An added increase in interest starts early in June. Same time, stores started to launch their creepy cute collections. I'm not reading anymore. You understand what Summerween is now. I hope if you want to be on board, you get on board, not to be trendy. Okay? I don't want you doing this because you want to fit in. I don't want you doing this because you want to be cool. I want you doing this because you love being spooky year-round. And maybe you love spooky with a little bit of cute. Maybe you love spooky with a little bit of fun in the sun. And that's okay. Right? I love a little spooky, but I loves me a Footloose ending, right? I'm basically built for Summerween. And maybe you are too. So there you go. There's today's video. I don't need to talk about it anymore. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you everybody for watching as always. If you made it this far in the video and you haven't hit subscribe yet, what are you doing with your life? Hit that subscribe button. What are you doing? All right. Thank you everybody for watching. I will talk to you later. I got to get up and I got to hit this damn button. Oh my God. I tells you, the dogs are barking today.